Folks, welcome back to another blockbuster edition of the NFQL, and we have got a doozy of a matchup for you tonight. My name is Maniac. I'm from Trainer Sports, joined by Dan Gambino, the CEO of the Sox You Already Know. DG, how are we doing tonight?
Doing good. After that bye week, rested up and ready to watch this Bills sim.
This Bills team was already going full throttle before the bye week, but now they are going to be using the force as we are joined by a very special guest this week. You might know him from some movies. You might know him from your nightmares, either from the opponent's nightmares. Either way, BillsVader in the house. BV, how are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing great. How are you all doing?
Doing well. BV, we met last year at training camp. You've been undergoing this Sith ride of a Bills fanhood. How has everything been for holding up for you during the quarantine?
It's been going pretty well. I'm considered essential personnel on my, actual job side. So I've been going to work and I'm seeing my kids again, which is great. And I'm just trying to do things to keep preoccupied and, make people happy. So, hopefully it makes it go by a little bit easier.
All right, we'll put the jokes on hold for 1 second. BV, thank you very much for being an essential worker during this time. But with that said, how are we going to make the Ravens essentially non-existent here in prime time and get this huge matchup taken care of? Either BillsVader or DG, you could chime in on that.
I think they got to go to the man you saw on the screen there. You got to find Stephon Diggs. He was heating up a little bit. He's coming off the bye week, ready to roll, and hopefully Josh Allen could find him a little bit.
No doubt about it. Diggs was just getting into the swing of things as we went to the bye week. But we are underway here on Sunday Night Football, folks. Tyler Bass booting it deep. And don't forget to comment who you think is going to score the first Bills touchdown. If you're correct, you could win a $25 gift card to your favorite local restaurant, courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and Trainwreck Sports. All you have to do is comment to enter. And you look at Lamar Jackson's stats, boys. He is off to a doozy of a sophomore campaign for him. Well, it's his third year, but sophomore campaign as a starter.
It's going to be amazing to see what he does this year. I mean, he had such a great year last year. It's going to be something to see what that whole division shakes up to be with the strength of schedule, instead as the way it is that they have a weak strength of schedule.
BillsVader, do you think that there's kind of this conception that with Tom Brady leading New England, obviously people are taking them a little bit less seriously, and now it's kind of that the focus, if the Bills want to contend for the AFC Championship, should be on the Chiefs and the Ravens, the two of the top teams from last year. Where do you stand on that? Thoughts? And meanwhile, someone who doesn't have time for thoughts is Lamar Jackson, as it looks like Levi Wallace brings him down along with Epinesa in the backfield.
Well, honestly, I think that we have more than a fighting chance, not only to take the division, but actually to take the entire conference. We were deprived last year, obviously. I think that our quarterback has done great things. He continues to grow. And with Brady gone, there's no reason why we shouldn't become, the AFC East champions.
Couldn't have said it better myself, my lord.
I'll agree with that. With Brady gone, the door's wide open.
Shout out to all the Bills Mafia tuning in. It looks like the Bills are going to force a quick stop here, Dan, on the opening possession for Baltimore.
Come out firing early, put a little pressure, plays, get the ball back. Let's see if Josh Allen and company can put that foot to the pedal to the metal, and take this in for 7.
Oh, you know that this offense is never afraid to be too fast, too furious. It'll be interesting, though. BillsVader, this offense averages about 28, 30 points per game, but they rarely get off to a strong start. So it'll be very interesting to see, with your watchful eyes watching over, if this team can get a strong start on the road in prime time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, Allen, he's got so much talent. He's always, willing to use his legs, and he knows the weapons that he has at his disposal. And, with Diggs as one of the top receivers, there's no limits to what, he's going to be able to achieve.
And that's the name of the game for the Bills offense. Over the middle, taking advantage of what the defense gives them and just taking step by step here on prime time on Sunday Night Football. BillsVader, are you excited about all the primetime games on the schedule this year? Again, we know the schedule is still TBD as far as everything sports-wise goes, but we kind of operate under the assumption the season is going to happen in some form. Are you pumped up about those primetime games, or are you kind of leaning to the side that some others are, where you're a little bit nervous about getting so much attention?
Oh, I'm absolutely pumped up and psyched that we actually have 4 primetime games, possibly a 5th. I believe it's if it's against the Broncos. But I'm definitely looking forward to going to at least 2 of those primetime games. I'm really interested to see how we do against the Chiefs. If we can actually beat the Chiefs, I believe that's Thursday night football. I think that's definitely going to be an eye opener for a lot of the pundits out there regarding the Bills.
No doubt about it. It's going to be a gauntlet of a season up to that point, and that'll be a monster matchup in more ways than one. Devin gets stopped for looks like a loss. Sorry, Dan.
You're good. You're good. We have a lot of media actually speaking highly of Jack. He's underrated. A lot of media saying to look out for the Bills, and that's going to work one of 2 ways. It's either going to be bulletin board material for other teams. It's hopefully going to be a fire underneath our young team.
Yeah, absolutely.
We saw even last week Dion coming out and saying that they still have an underdog mentality. I think that is the best thing that this team can embrace, is an underdog mentality. I think one of the most powerful things in sports is the narrative that nobody believes in us. I think they kind of used it pretty well last year. You see they're moving down the field here, but yeah. Oh, Dawson Knox just made I think he made Earl Thomas make a business decision there.
This is a triple D.
This is a triple D, a double dipper drive. Folks, make sure you're commenting who you think is going to score the first Bills touchdown. If you're right, you could win a $25 gift card to your favorite local restaurant, courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and Trainwreck Sports. Make sure you're getting those comments in before it's too late. Knox owns the middle again, says Jason T. Couldn't have said it better myself. They got Schwartz.
Vader number 16 is Schwartz. He's a rookie that was drafted because we are technically in 2021 season on this sim.
Use the Schwartz, BillsVader. Use the Schwartz. 4th and 1 coming up. Unfortunately, it looks like they're going to have to go for a field goal on this first drive. I had some great pun for Schwartz where it worked out, and now I wrote it down somewhere and can't find it, damn it.
Well, Spaceballs is definitely a classic, and it's definitely one of my favorites. I know when my son wears my helmet without the mask, he actually looks like Dark Helmet, so it's pretty funny in itself.
No doubt about it. You have a classic flick when you get the parodies created. So, obviously, Spaceballs is one of the classics. Do you, indulge in much, Star Wars content nowadays? Any of the new stuff? Clone Wars, Mandalorian?
Oh, absolutely. I just finished, I watched The Mandalorian when it came out. I thought it was an absolutely amazing series. I just finished the last season of the cartoon series Star Wars Clone Wars, which actually takes place during Episode 3. So it's nice to get that perspective. And then the new episodes 7, 8, and 9. I was on the fence about it, but they're still not too bad in their own right.
Okay, we'll dive a little bit deeper into that later. It's good to get the BillsVader perspective on the Star Wars universe. Shout out to the nearly 100 people tuning in on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. We are rolling along the Gratwick Gaming Sim. Make sure you're following along all things Gratwick Gaming, codes_socks, as well as Trainwreck Sports. Oh, I thought we had him bottled up in the backfield, but it's still going to be, it looks like, a loss on first down. That Bills defense is hungry in primetime, gentlemen.
Yeah, they are. I'll tell you what, those corners, man, the corners are playing lights out. They're very aggressive. We're getting great play out of that young Sante Samuel Jr., number 22 right there. Yeah, the corners have been very aggressive.
Being very aggressive with those DBs. And shout out to everyone staying safe, staying healthy during quarantine. We did get the Bills mentioned in the news today. Obviously, for anyone paying attention, Governor Cuomo mentioned them during his press conference. He very much looks forward to watching Bills football. I think, obviously, like we've been saying along this whole ride, it's all speculation until someone really knows. It seems like they're hitting certain prerequisites and precursors so that they think things are moving in the right direction. And for all we know, that is an encouraging sign.
It's good news. It's good news that there's progress. So everybody just still stay safe. It doesn't mean be reckless and run around and hugging everybody yet, but good to see progress.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't be acting like Dan at the Mafia homecoming party last night, hugging everybody, putting his arm around everybody. It's not that kind of atmosphere yet, but we're working close to that. We're working back in that direction.
We can get there.
Speaking of which, I know we talk about it all the time, and we got the Ravens kind of starting off on a little drive here, but BillsVader, you were talking in our pre-show that, did you say you made the debut last year at the Mafia homecoming party?
When I really started to get the character out there, that's when everything kind of, blew up. I've had the character since 2015, but it was just a cheesy helmet with a cape, and then I decided to just go, balls to the wall and go all out. And, last year was the first year that I actually went, as what people see in the pictures.
No doubt about it. I love going full-fledged. You can't do anything halfway, no half measures. Shout out Breaking Bad. So what was like the inspiration, I guess, as Josh and Co take over on their second drive here? Was it kind of that this team needed, an extra little boost? Was it something for yourself that, you love Star Wars, so it made it even an easily more relatable thing? How did that come to be?
Well, after I got back from my deployment to Afghanistan in 2014, I decided I was going to immerse myself in anything Bills, and I always wanted to do something like this. I love Star Wars. I love the Bills. I was introduced to Pancho's story at the time, and he provided a big boost of inspiration to just kind of go out there, do my own thing, and just have a good time. And, I've been doing it ever since.
It's awesome. It's great. Yeah, just go out and do it, man. That's what it takes. That's all it takes in life. Do something, go out and do it the right way. As you see a big, he dropped it. I thought that was a first down to Biggs.
We've seen that in the sim, Dan. They used to not take that deep shot, but now it seems like once or twice or three times a game they'll try that 35 to 40-yard throw, which is exactly what you hope to see them use in real life.
That's what we're all looking for. We're looking for him to have separation on the sidelines or hit those quick slants and take the ball upfield. But really, I can't say it enough. I'm so excited about this year.
Oh, absolutely. Like it seemed like last year, Allen was very reserved and holding back with his arm. And now that we have Diggs, I think that he can kind of let loose a little bit more. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
No doubt. I think that's it. The league does kind of know. I think a lot of people who are trying to be negative about Josh Allen are saying that the league is going to catch up to his ability to pass within 15 to 20 yards. But I think it's just so tough with his legs, the challenge he presents. Anytime it's less than 3rd and 10, basically, I think that you can't really cheat too much. But Bills are driving here. Make sure you're commenting who you think is going to score the first Bills touchdown. If you're correct, you could win a chance at a $25 gift card courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and Trainwreck Sports to your favorite local restaurant. All you have to do is comment the Bills player you think is going to score the first touchdown. We still have Beasley out, so if you notice him on the field, speaking of driving, Josh Allen slides in. It looks like it was inside the 40, but he slid just outside of it. It'll bring up a short conversion down here. Beasley out for a few more weeks, but we got to talk about Josh Allen in the sim, Dan. 3rd currently in the MVP race.
Controlling the game, controlling the clock, using his arm, a lot of checkdowns. He's playing lights out in this sim. Keep pushing. The open running lanes and takes them too.
And you said, BillsVader, Josh Allen turned off his targeting computer towards the end of last year. He started to use the force a little bit more, started to be a little bit more aggressive. Besides being more aggressive, what are some other steps you might like to see him take in year 3?
I'd like to see him be a bit smarter with the ball and above all, ball security. We see him scrambling with the ball, trying to get that first down, but then he get hit, and then all of a sudden, the ball fumbles. He's got to focus on that ball security and focus on when's the time to run and when's the time to just throw the ball away.
No doubt about it. It is tempting, though, because there have been a couple times when he's rolled out to the right. Obviously, I'd say in his first year and even the first couple early games of last year, he did throw some audacious picks, but towards the end of last year, it seemed like he was being a little bit more responsible in that decision-making. Hopefully, we see that carry over. Speaking of carry over, we're inside the 5. We are at a spread shotgun set. It could be a Singletary draw. It could be anything. Make sure you're getting those comments in before it's too late, folks. Looks like it could be a Schwartz sweep.
The Schwartz.
Very fitting with BillsVader. Schwartz finds the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Folks, Bills with a double-digit 10-0 lead after the Schwartz sweep goes for a touchdown. Schwartz drafted by the Bills in the 2021 draft of the Sim. He's a rookie still, but he's making plays all over the field. And some of you were ready for him to make a play as a couple people entered Schwartz. So go ahead and comment a number, either 1 or 2, and the first to 4 wins. Either comment the number 1 or comment the number 2.
Vader, we do crowdsourcing here with Gratwick Gaming, so the fans are going to pick the winner. We have a number 1. We can see all the streams on one page. So there's 1-1 and 1-2. Ooh, we got 2-2 now.
Yep, 2-2. 3-2 now. It was 3-3. Next one's gonna be it. 2 takes it. 2 is the winner of the gift card. We're gonna get that name ASAP.
Congratulations to the winner.
Guys, while we're waiting on that from our truck, do go on and get ready for the Code Socks giveaway. Today we're giving away a Poncho Power pair of socks. Looks like we're going to be starting the second quarter here in 51 seconds. You're going to share. It's the stream and tag in at codes_socks. So share or retweet, tag in code socks for your chance to win a pair of Poncho Power socks.
AC Dawson Knox pacing 1,000 yards again. Bills' offense has been on an onslaught in this first quarter. They could absolutely put, Ravens in a deep hole here. But we got a winner in the $25 gift card. Guessing Schwartz, Donnie Ribeck. Congratulations, Donnie Ribeck. You have won the $25 gift card to your favorite local restaurant, courtesy of Trainwreck Sports and Gratwick Gaming. Just slide into the Trainwreck Sports DMs on Twitter or Instagram to claim your prize. Again, congratulations, Donnie Ribeck.
That's Donnie. Just know where you're going to go, too. The fans want to know you're supporting, which local restaurant you're supporting.
No doubt. EA loves them some Fort Knox. True story, Reggie. I'm looking at the comments. Donnie Ribeck commented 2 and 1. So he almost took himself out, but that would have been quite the scene. But Bills rocking and rolling. Stick with Star Wars, says Dan Champlin. Okay, so we're early here in the first quarter. BillsVader. Is Darth Vader your favorite character? And if so, who are your next 2 or 3 in the Star Wars universe?
Oh, absolutely. Vader is my all-time favorite. I love Maul. I love the fact that he's very mischievous and cunning and likes to pull the strings. He's very much like Palpatine in a lot of the episodes of the Clone Wars. But I do have to give respect to Palpatine. He's very methodical and very calculating with all of his decisions.
Speaking of calculating, the Bills are going to need the 47-yard line of Baltimore to get this. They go across midfield, but they only get the 48. Dan, could we see them be aggressive here on 4th and 1?
If I were doing the play calling and not Dable, I would do the QB sneak here on 4th and 1. You're up 10-0 on the road, primetime game. Would 100% be going for this.
Donnie Ribeck, slide into those DMs I see out there. Congratulations again. Let's see what the Bills do, who they're going to bring on. here in prime time, and they're going to line up for a punt, but folks, I'm not fooled. I'm looking for a fake. All right, I am fooled.
Honestly,
Where did that
I would have gone
go?
for it. I would have gone for it.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, it's still early.
At the 33 ball, cuz? You just gained me 15 yards out of punt, Bojo?
It's not the Bojo bomb we were looking for.
Oh, my gosh. Bojo choking on his aspirations like Director Krennic in Rogue One. All right, we have Buffalo up 10-0.
Nice.
My goodness,
I absolutely love it.
What a series. Okay, so we got 2nd and 6. Ravens are going to need the 43-yard line for a first down. Shout out MJ Salinas. Shout out Ricky, Todd McGraw, Dave Bartles. We got a lot of the usuals tuning in. It's good to see you guys out there. It's part of the fun, BillsVader, bringing together this empire of Bills Mafia to enjoy what we love so much, Bills football.
Oh, absolutely. I have people messaging me, saying, I want to do a character too. I tell them, go for it. It'd be great if we had a clan of Buffalorians. It would be, great if we had a Mafia empire. We call ourselves the 716th Legion. That'd be freaking awesome.
Hey, you can never go wrong. As you learn from an ice cream sundae, you can never go wrong combining things that you like. So
Exactly.
we have the Bills +4, annihilating that spread so far. Annihilating that spread. Over under 50. That's looking pretty good. Those are -4. Oh yeah, I forgot we always do the home team. Blew it. It's still annihilating that spread, up by 6, and the under is pacing pretty well for you bettors out there. So we are rocking, we are rolling. Bills taking over for the 4th time today, Dan?
4th drive, yeah. Field goal. We got a touchdown, a stall. See if they can pick it up. A squeeze to them a little bit here as the second quarter just gets underway.
Ooh, Andrew Zufeld says, I can't find Code Socks on Twitter. It's Codes Socks. Codes
under CODES.
Yep.
Underscore
He's got the underscore. He typed code. I mean, don't get me wrong. We all live by a code, but we're talking about the Codes Socks. But yep, you should find them, AZ. We see that you just added us, so just in case there's an issue, we can always jig on. And make sure you're adding all our accounts, folks. These giveaways are not just for Graduate Gaming. We do all kinds of stuff. I know Dan has all kinds of awesome stuff in the work as well, so make sure you're following along at Codes_Socks on Twitter and Instagram, as well as Code Socks on Facebook.
Ooh,
3rd and 7. What were they doing there?
It's a pick. Allen's got good numbers for the day, though. 12 for 14, 107, touchdown. That one right into the linebacker's arms, though.
Rob Rowland says he just discovered these Sims last week. Great fun. That's the goal. I mean, we're not doing it here to flaunt our announcing skills. Believe me, I know I'm no Bob Costas, believe me, by any means. But we're just here to have fun. We're here to watch some Bills football. There's nothing else. There's nothing live. No, I mean, well, now there is a little bit of a return of live sports, UFC and everything. But as far as football and everything, nothing new. So we want to get some new action in this Bills Sim. It's a great way to look ahead. I didn't even start thinking what their draft needs are going to be in 2021. I mean, it sounds ridiculous to think, but if you're crazy if you think that Bean hasn't thought about that. Don't you think, guys?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Matt Milano's got to be the biggest question mark on our roster right now.
Yeah, definitely. I really hope that we keep him. I really do. I mean, whatever it takes at this point. I mean, he's so integral to the defense at this point. I just don't see us moving forward without him.
Just the money aspect.
Yes.
He's going to find a lot more on the open market, I think, but hopefully we can retain him.
And the one thing about Bean that I really like is that he has the the cojones, so to speak, to make the decisions. Even if people don't like him, but even with every decision that he's made in the 3, now going on 4 seasons that he's been with us, we've gone to the playoffs 2 out of 3 years. He got rid of players, he cleaned house with McDermott, and now everybody's like, oh, we're so excited. So I mean, he knows what he's doing.
Oh, he knows what he's doing for sure. It was tough in 2018, no doubt, when they didn't spend any money. I mean, they had $50 million dead cap. That's like absurd. It's like basically a third of the money. But they got rid of it, and you see they're going to be responsible with the contracts, whether it's Beasley, I mean, even Diggs right now, or Brown, they're all on contracts where they could be gone in a year or two, for sure. Like all those guys. So are you going to develop Dawson Knox? Are you going to develop Gabriel Davis, because that'll be the next wave. If you could have those playmakers, your Zach Mosses, if you can have those playmakers still paying them, $4-3 million a year on those rookie deals, then you can afford to usher in the new contracts for Tremaine, the new contracts for Josh, the new contracts potentially for Milano. That would be the way you would keep that space. You'd obviously have to save on the playmakers and the other expensive positions.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Knox, I just foresee Knox being the next Gronkowski. He's just a beast. He really is. Like, especially against the Bengals last year, just knocking them over and then still going. He's just a beast. I love him.
Hey, the Bills needed to come back in that game, and they found a way. Just like Code Sox finds a way to get you all kinds of new content and all kinds of new merch. So make sure you're checking out CodeSox.com. We got 1st and 10 for the Bills at the 40-yard line, and so far, they've had their way with this Ravens team, Dan.
I'll tell you what, the defense is playing lights out. Offense should be buying them steaks every single night because that defense is putting them in the situation to win games. The offense right now needs to get going. I want to see a little bit more of that inside handoff happening that we've seen in the Sims.
Yeah, get that spread run game going. 3rd and 9. The Bills are going to need just past the 50-yard line for a first down. Allen going over the middle, and there's that big body. There's that reception, and the Bills are in business, down just short of the 30-yard line. Dawson Knox with another 20-piece.
Vader, that's something that we're hoping to see a lot of, this connection over the middle, big body. I know we had a lot of sideline passes to him last year. He's a matchup nightmare, and I'll tell you, you're right. You hit it on it earlier. This kid could be the key to the Bills' season, putting up the outside of the field by taking up the middle of the field. Keeping linebackers honest.
And we're over the middle. Schwartz eyeing that goal line. He was looking to get to that end zone, but he'll bring him down to inside where, Dan?
Code Sox red zone.
Let's go. We are in the Codes zone, folks.
This Schwartz kid, he showed up in the last 3-4 weeks. Heard his name a lot.
That's exactly what we're talking about. We need Gabriel Davis to, not make an impact this year, but, develop under Diggs, Brown, Beasley. Learn from those guys.
I mean, I'll take an impact this year. There we go.
There we go.
Down to the goal line. Singletary doesn't have a touchdown, but he's got a first down, folks.
It's the Drew formation.
We got the Drew formation with Zach Moss, the boss, lined up. They're going to pound it left. Touchdown, nice. Buffalo. That's easy cooking. Bills lead 17-0 after Zach Moss plunges into the end zone. Gents, it's bringing a tear to my eyes seeing two players score who have never scored for the Bills before, but giving a Bills the lead, a big lead in primetime early in this game.
What's your take on Moss? What are you expecting out of him, and how are the Bills going to use him?
Say that again?
What's your take on Moss, and what are you expecting out of him, and do you think they're going to use him?
Honestly, I really don't know too much about him. I haven't really seen too much of his history as far as how he plays and everything. I've heard nothing but great things, and I hear that he's a great runner. So, if anything, I would expect that he can help get through that line and just help to move the ball.
He's a punishing runner. Well, his thing is he said, and I think I'm quoting him. I don't want to quote him wrong. He makes Bs and linebackers make a business decision when they tackle him. So he's a bruiser.
That's exactly what we need.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Compliment.
I think, yeah, Frank Gore was a great lead back to start out last season when Devin was still learning, getting his legs under him. Now that Devin kind of has a feel for the league, obviously still needs a compliment. No better guy than a guy that's going to bulldoze straight forward and kind of soften up those defenses. And then when Devin throws that one move, he'll be in the open.
Exactly. I mean, that's the one thing that our running backs need. We just need to just plow through the line. Don't worry about just getting to the line, juking, and then going. Either you're going to get through the line and make a way, or, you just get sacked and take the sack and then move on.
Very interesting. MJ Salinas saying Moss is more complete. I think versus Gore, I mean, obviously, Gore's career speaks for himself, but just towards the end of last year, not to say he was running low in the tank, but there was just no dynamic nature to Frank Gore, where if the Bills' offensive line wasn't getting a steady push, he wasn't going to be able to get you 5+ yards per carry. I mean, obviously, you want him to average 4 or 5. I get that's fine, but when you're running the ball 8 to 12 times a game, you want a little bit more than that, obviously, which is what Frank Gore was doing. Bills up 17-0, 146 seconds before halftime. I think they're going to be aggressive, Dan.
Yeah, you have to. You're on enemy soil there. Have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. We've been talking about it, and you know what? It happened in the Houston game last year. Hate to go back and open up old wounds. As soon as you stop for the kill, start getting hunted yourself.
Oh God, yes, absolutely.
It's a fair point. We're gonna, and by the way, we're gonna keep reopening that wound until we get more, footage. We want to see more like OTAs, things from that. That was the last Bills memory for a lot of us. So we talk about reopening it constantly, but really it's just something that's fresh in our minds. Paul Burden says, kudos to the guys in the truck. Smooth stream tonight. That's probably why we're closing in on 100 here before half. Shout out to Gratwick and Chris and Andre back in the booth, making it happen. Josh needs to make it happen to the 25-yard line here, though. Dumps it down. Is he going to plunge for it? No, they're going to be short.
A horrible series. I mean, yeah, you want to see him do something for the half. You got a 17-0 lead. Sure, the clock runs.
If you're going to go incomplete, I guess the thing I would have liked to see was a deep shot. Yeah. No, why not? It's exactly like you said. This team last year was great at getting out in front, great at developing a lead. I mean, basically, there were only 2 to 4 games all season where they didn't have a lead at some point that they had developed in the second half. But to not step on the throat, put that foot right on them and kind of put them out of their misery, so to speak. That's the area where this team is going to have to grow in year 3 for Allen, year 2 for, or year 3 for Daboll? Yeah, year 3 for Daboll. Yeah. Oh my gosh, going down the sideline. Lamar Jackson makes a throw, and just like that, the Ravens are just outside the red zone.
It's the, what do you think the leash is on Daboll this year, guys? They come out, I mean, they have a real game right off the bat. You have a divisional game right off the bat. They lose that game.
Honestly, I think with the Jets, they need to do something like a shock and awe campaign. Just hit them where it hurts, come out fast, come out powerful, show what we can do, and show what they have to look forward to when dealing with the Bills. I mean, there's no better opportunity than with the Jets.
Yep, everyone's down on the Dolphins. You're not going to play the Patriots for a little bit. The rest of the schedule is tough. It's out of conference. It's on the road. It's versus the Chiefs. So those are all going to be games in themselves. But like BV said, there is no bigger opportunity, and they should absolutely take advantage of the Jets and try and make a statement on opening day. Obviously, if I could sign up for it right now, I would take a 24-23 win. I'm not going to sound like an idiot or that I'm getting ahead of myself as a Bills fan. But if you really want to set the tempo for these 12-4 predictions, these AFC East champion predictions, then stomping out Adam Gase, his Bug Eyes, and the Jets on week 1, that's the way to do it.
Well, last season in week 1, we actually went against the Jets, I believe, in week 1. And during that game, we were losing until the last quarter, and I think we won by 1 point. So
17-16. Yep, exactly. Good memory, BB.
We just squeaked it by, and I think our first real test, this upcoming season is going to be against the Chiefs. Once that happens, then people will start taking us more seriously and say, hey, this is a team to beat. This is a team that actually knows where it's headed.
Picked by Micah Hyde, and he's got room to run. Oh, man. Oh, no, sorry.
Great.
Trey White. Trey White brings it out of the end zone. I thought he was going to have room to run. He gets brought down by the first defender. He's out to the 17-yard line.
Have about 20 picks in the past 4 games, Vader. Secondary has been unbelievable.
Oh, like Trey White has been like one of the best things that happened, in my opinion, since Gilmore. Ever since Gilmore left and White came into the onto the scene, he's just been a beast. And the thing is, he's got great energy. He's always positive. If he makes a mistake, he brushes it off. He learns from it, and he doesn't hold on to it. He just moves on, and he becomes a great player afterwards.
No doubt about it, BV. Let's see if the Bills are going to be aggressive here on the first play. We got 100 tuning in across Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. So shout out to you, Bills Mafia. Josh Allen running into some bunk. Unfortunately, he is not going to find any room to run there.
This might be a run for the locker room situation. Get the rain off you, change your shirt maybe, get a jersey change, and just head into the locker room here, although he's in shotgun, so.
Folks, don't go anywhere at halftime. I have it on good authority from our producers that we have a huge giveaway coming out of the half, so stay tuned for that. We have a brief timeout. Did Josh Allen just get sacked there? Cut off for me. All right, 3rd and 18. Yep. Okay, so Ravens down to 1 timeout. Just got to keep the clock moving here, really. Not a sexy play call, but it's the right one.
MJS on Facebook said Gilmore was very inconsistent when he played for us. He really didn't have a lot of safety help when he played for us either. For our safety, when Gilmore was there.
The safety, Corey Graham was okay, but let me just say something. Rex Ryan ruined the defense, and if you ever it hasn't become apparent to you yet, then all you have to do is look at guys like Lorenzo Alexander, Jerry Hughes. Yes, Lorenzo Alexander did have a good year under Rex Ryan, but look at the player that Jerry Hughes was and has transformed from. We're talking about a 15-yard personal foul every game, Dan. I think he may have only made 1 or 2 all of last season.
Discipline. Rex Ryan wasn't big about discipline at all.
No, he was just big. He was just saying, oh, yeah, these guys are the best. Go do whatever you want, basically. They were trying to be a big bully, and that was fine until your coverages and everything had huge holes in them, and you had Chris Hogan, tearing apart Stephon Gilmore. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but Chris Hogan basically had 150 yards against Stephon Gilmore in man coverage. And the only thing that Stephon Gilmore could do was just shrug his shoulders about it. Oh, and they can't get the field goal off, folks. Here we go. So Ravens trying to make it happen before half. They can't. Folks, we are going to have a huge giveaway on the other side of half. We're going to go to halftime and have a 45-second break. Message from our sponsors, Code Sox, Gratwick Gaming. But don't go anywhere. The Bills are leading 17-0. And like we said, big giveaway coming up on the other side. We'll see you for that in just a half minute. Steve Leota, no such thing as a stupid question in this stream. We are simulating, so it's a computer taking it over. They're drafting and everything like that. And yeah, the Bills were in the AFC Championship in the 2020 season of our sim, and they're coming back now with another strong start to this season. All right, folks, we are coming out of half kickoff. Let's do it. Prime time. Bills-Ravens, Bills with a 17-0 lead. Let's do a Bills first touchdown drive of this half. If the Bills score a touchdown on the first drive of the half and you comment who it's going to be, you comment who that Bills player is that scores a touchdown, you could win, hold on to something, folks, a $50 gift card to your favorite local restaurant, courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and Trainer Sports. You got to get the comments in the chat now, though, before it's too late. Beasley is out. Don't forget. So there's Diggs, there's Gabriel Davis, there's Singletary, there's Zach Moss. There's all kinds of opportunities. Get those comments in now, folks. Who you think is going to score the first Bills touchdown on the first drive of the half here?
You needed like a DJ horn or something after you said that. $50 gift card. Brr, 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 brr.
Well, I could use a DJ.
There it is.
I could use a DJ, but I could use a better first down play if we're gonna give away this $50 card. And I see that I love to see these comments for it. I've never seen so many come in. Let's go. And there we go. We get our first down, folks. Let's go. Jump in there, Codes. Jump in there.
Calling my son, Aiden. Go in there. Get in there, kid.
Folks, my goodness, keep commenting. We see Singletary, Knox, Davis, Diggs, Singletary, Brown, Diggs, Knox, Singletary, Allen, Knox, Diggs, Knox, Moss. Let's go. So, folks, yeah, make sure you get those comments in.
All right.
I'm locking in DeMarco.
We already have him locked in. I got the Snowman. You got the Marco.
Okay. Over the middle. Okay, we're cooking, folks. We are cooking. Double drive. Tell your friends. Oh, I thought that was an incomplete. What the hell? Tell your friends what is happening, folks. $50 to your favorite local restaurant, courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and Trainwreck Sports. It's not too late. It's never too late. But here is the first obstacle for us, folks. 3rd and 2. Dable, do you want these people to eat? Do you want these people to have food? Then you need to call a play right now that gets us past the 46-yard line. Plain and simple, gentlemen.
Formation.
No true formation. Come on. This is the drive. We need it to happen on this drive. You see, it's a double drive. Come on, Dable. Do it for the fans. Okay. We're still alive. Let's go. Schwartz taking care of business. Make sure we get those comments in, folks. I'm seeing a lot of them. Josh Allen sneak. Diggs deep. Diggs TD. Let's go. Oh, man, I'm fired up. I'm as fired up as any 3rd down conversion last year. Huge Dable keeping that drive alive. Let's go.
We got Knox. We got Diggs. We got Singletary. We got an Allen in there. Moss.
Don't forget the Snowman. Singletary grinding it out.
The Snowman. We have who did you take? DeMarco.
Yep, I got DeMarco. 2nd and 6.
Vader.
Drew formation. Let's go.
You know,
action.
I'm thinking Diggs.
Okay, Gabriel Davis, folks, get those comments in. Tell your friends what's happening. $50 to your favorite local restaurant on the line, courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and Trainwreck Sports. This is a bonanza, folks. We have not seen such craziness like this since the Doug Flutie era.
Oh, one of my all-time favorites. Love Doug Flutie.
Someone dropped a hot take the other day and said that Rob Johnson was better than Flutie. I guess there might be an argument to be made stats-wise, but from what I remember, Flutie was the GOAT.
No, Flutie made things happen.
Oh my gosh, terrible first down play. But let's go. Let's reboot. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Speaking of boot, you had the boot versus Jacksonville, one of Flutie's most famous plays. Yeah, Flutie wasn't a good stats guy, but I feel like he won. I think that's fair to say.
Knew how to win.
Yeah, no doubt. He had the winning time, like Reggie Miller. Has Dawkins scored in the sim? I don't think so, Clifford Nickbaum, but Code Sox is very optimistic. We're going over the middle. 2nd and 12. Okay, Schwartz gets us inside where, Dan?
I had the Code Sox red zone. See if they can pick up this first down and keep the drive alive for the double drive.
And double drive, folks. You could also win a Bills Mafia AR shirt. I know it's not $50, but it feels like $100 when you're wearing it, and you look like $1 million in it. So let's also share the stream for the Bills Mafia AR shirt, brought to you by Gratwick Gaming and 26 shirts. We are going. Dable, I haven't asked you for anything in about 7 plays. I need a 3-yard play here inside the 16. Come on, Brian. Allen shotgun. Over the middle. Let's go get it. Yes. Schwartz has been our guy. Keeping this food alive for these people. Let's go. How are there not more Schwartz comments? Oh no, that was Brown. Okay, I'm an idiot. How are there not more Schwartz comments though? I'm still puzzled. Schwartz and Brown getting me on all sides. We are inside the 15, folks. $50 gift certificate to your favorite local restaurant line. I need a Bills touchdown in this drive like I've never needed one for. BillsVader, can you hook me up? Can you force this one into the end zone?
They will bring it to the end zone. They will bring it to the end zone.
Explain.
Devin!
Yes.
Devin! I'll tell you what, though. Not for nothing, this first drive of the second half is pretty beastly. Coming out up 17-0.
They're chunking the clock, too.
Big time chunk. Chunky soup. Where's Donovan McNabb's mom?
So this is one of the big things that you hope for with the Bills' offense, is that they become more aggressive and that they are willing to take those risks. That's what I'm hoping that Dabble will do next season.
Sweeping it right.
Sweep.
Oh my gosh, he had a lane, but instead, Noah Lane and Seinfeld. We are going 3rd and 8. We need inside the 4-yard line here, folks. Inside the 3, actually.
It's gonna happen.
Come on, Brian! Get me there, Dawson!
There it is.
Dawson! No!
Okay, you're up 17-0. Go.
You gotta go for it.
Abel, there's food for the people. You've got to go for it.
There's no reason why we shouldn't go for it.
Dable, baby, please pick up the phone. Don't tell me Dable's going to leave us on red on 4th and 3 at the 6 here.
Oh, he's 100% kicking this.
Dable, the gift card. The gift
These are
card.
the situations These are the situations that I want to see the Bills in real life go for it. Try and just take control of a game.
I think there is an argument to go for it there. It would have made it was already a 3-score game. It kept it a 3-score game. If you had missed it, they would have still been inside the 10. And yeah, if you score, you got 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. Still a 3-score game technically, but the hardest 3-score game to come back on. Folks, I'm sorry. I feel like Brian Dable let us down. Andrew Neufeld said it best. Dable does not care about my well-being. But you know who cares about your well-being, folks, during this game? The defense. That's why they're pitching a goose egg. Let's flip it. Comment who you think is going to force a turnover on this drive. Not force a turnover, recover a turnover. So if they recover the turnover, comment it right now. Comment it right now. If you comment who is going to recover this turnover for the Bills, you could win a $25 gift card courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and Trainwreck Sports to your favorite local restaurant. I know it's only half, folks. We're on a budget here. We got a budget. Comment who you think it's going to be. Edmonds, Micah Hyde, Trey White have been hot. Could it be Poyer showing up? Could Hughes recover a fumble? We're talking $25. It could be to Jim Stakeout. It could be to Mighty. It could be to Salvatore's. Dan, there's all kinds of options.
He's money, and if no one wants it, I'll take it.
I got to go with my boy Edmonds. I don't think he gets enough credit. He's huge. He's tall. He's gotten some picks. I think that he'll be the one to do it.
What do you think about this take that I had, BillsVader? I said that Edmonds was like the Luis Mendoza of the Bills. He's so fast. He's constantly in position to make great plays. Now we're at the point in his career where he just got to make the plays.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, with his debut into with the season, he's proven that he is a smart player. He's got a good read of the field. He can make those decisions and do what needs to be done. So I think that he's going to be having a very promising future.
We got tons of Edmonds, oh my gosh. Oh, I thought that might have been it. We got tons of Edmonds, tons of Hyde, tons of White. Shout out to Stephen Noble, kind of a sharp pick. Samuel Jr. Seeing him be aggressive. 3rd and 2. Could someone force a turnover here? Oh my gosh, no. All right, well, you know what? Better than a punt. Better than a punt for my food people out there. Let's go. Let's get the footballs in the chat. Let's get the comments. Who you think it's going to be getting this turnover for the Bills here? A 7-minute field goal drive. By the way, our producer just said it was a 7-minute field goal drive for the Bills, which in a 15-minute Madden game is absolutely absurd.
Yeah, I mean, they had, 4 third downs on that drive that they converted on.
Yeah, I thought Schwartz was going to be a gift card hero, but he wasn't, unfortunately. Oh, bobbled up! Oh my God, am I crazy or was that in the middle of 3 players?
Thought that had pick all over it.
Wow.
Folks, get these comments in. You don't want to miss an opportunity. Milano still has tons of potential as well. You never know if there's going to be a fumble.
A high big stick there. Holy cow. 3rd and 8, guys. Hurry up. Get them in.
That's the thing. For as well as Hyde and Poyer playing pass coverage, they can both lay the wood, man. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought that had Trey's name written all over it.
Yeah, he was salivating on when that thing was on its way. I thought it was all him.
All right, folks.
Nate, kick the field goal here if you're Baltimore.
I think they're gonna go for a field goal. We're gonna have some fun with the field goal here. All right, folks. If they miss, it'll be a $50 Bills touchdown drive. If they make it, it'll be a $25. So we're rooting for a miss. Of course, it's Justin Tucker. He always makes it. But you know what?
Automatic.
We don't want to stop, folks. We tried to give it away for a turnover. The Bills couldn't get a turnover. We tried to give it away for a TD for 50. They couldn't get a turnover. We're going to do it for 25 again. Let's get the comments out. We're refreshing because we don't feel like scrolling. We're too lazy. Comment who you think is going to score a touchdown for the Bills on this drive. If you're right, $25 to your favorite local restaurant, courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and Trainwreck Sports. Let's do another giveaway. Why not? It's Monday night. We're all sitting around. Let's give away some food. Let's fill some stomachs, Dan.
I'll tell you what, man. I could go for some good home-cooked Buffalo food, period. I am jonesing for some Andersons, some Ted's, some real pizza, some pizza logs, whatever. Everything sounds great. And if you guys aren't commenting who's going to score this touchdown, you must be eating pretty good at home. There's a free $25 gift card on the line.
Yeah, seriously, I got great home cooking. I don't need any out of the road. Get the hell out of here. It's a double dipper drive, too. T-shirt drive equals Bills Mafia AR shirt as well. So you'd get a Bills Mafia AR shirt courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and 26 shirts. So make sure you're sharing the stream for that, whether it's on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, or Twitter. Let's make sure you're doing that. And shout out everyone commenting. We already see a ton of Singletaries. And look at that, Bill Schwab taking Schwartz. We're getting some more Schwartz rep in there, Dan.
For good reason. Balling out these last 3 weeks.
No doubt, balling out. And this is fun. I think we've, you know what, we've gotten a little bit too tight with these giveaways. That they have to be at certain times, Dan. I think we need to start doing them a little bit more spontaneously because I'm seeing these fans closing in on 100 again live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. They love it. They love this action. They love seeing their Bills win, and they love seeing some free giveaways.
I love seeing that we're not the only ones enjoying this, Zach. I mean, you and I get to come on here all the time. We get to have great guests like Vader and like Green the other night, and with your boy, what was his name, Matt. You know, having all these guys on. But I love
Chris
seeing
Collins,
that Chris Collins. I apologize. And you know, seeing all these people come back, like, you know, we see some of the normal people in the chat. I can't wait to meet them all when we go to a game. It's going to be the fun part.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. I mean, I'm going to have BillsVader force choke a couple of these commenters. I mean, they've been throwing some sass my way. But that's a story for another day. It's 20-3. Let's pin those ears back, and let's see if the Bills can make a play. I'm going to keep it rolling. I hate to do it, folks. Comment who you think is going to force a turn or is going to recover a turnover for the Bills on this drive. Edmonds, Poyer, Milano, White, Hyde. Get it in. You see these throws Lamar Jackson is making. If he turns it over an interception or they lose a fumble, $25 to your favorite local restaurant, courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and Trainwreck Sports. I know we're getting crazy. It's already 3rd and 10 on this drive. Poyer!
Here.
Pick!
Did he get it?
No! Nobody commented. We got Edmonds and Micah. No! Poyer, did Scott Hammond get it in? Give me that review on Scott Hammond. I need the producer right now.
We're behind a play technically, right?
Boom. Confirmed. Scott Hammond locked in. Jordan Poyer. Folks, congratulations, Scott Hammond. Slide into the Instagram or Twitter DMs for Trainwreck Sports. You have won a $25 gift card to your favorite local restaurant, courtesy of Trainwreck Sports. Trainwreck Sports turnover. Congratulations. Gratwick Gaming, Trainwreck Sports, Code Sox. Make sure you're following them all way early. Scott Hammond goes way early. I can't trust your review, but we took it from our producer. We got you. Slide into the DMs, Trainwreck Sports, Instagram or Twitter. Congratulations, Scott.
It's great, man. I love seeing that everybody gets like hyped up for it, and we get to do some good stuff for the community. Kudos to Gratwick Gaming and Trainwreck Sports for running that promotion every single week, every single Madden Sim game. And, guys, thanks for showing up and playing along. It's a lot of fun on our end, too.
And the biggest thing, shout out to this Bills Mafia. I mean, 100 again on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch.
Smash.
Meanwhile, the Bills are putting on an absolute display as this third quarter winds to a close.
You're getting pretty good with these calls, though.
Yeah, Mafia is the best fan base in the world. I mean, the fact that they come out to support you guys, support the game, support the players. They're even former players that go to other teams say that there's nothing like it. So, big shout out to you guys. We love you guys.
Shout out to you for dressing up and going through what you go through every game just to bring some joy to people. I know you get stopped a lot when you're at the games taking pictures. That's got to be a cool feeling, one that you made someone's day, and you put a lot of time and effort into it. So kudos to you as well.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. It really is, and it's a great opportunity to meet new people. And if people get a hold of me in advance, I do my best to try to meet up with them and see them whenever I can. So it's the least that I can do for their support. So thank you all for your support.
Shout out to these Bills getting down to, what is that, the 5 back, the 4, around there, looking to 6, excuse me, we're looking to punch this in. Goal from the 6-yard line.
Of course, once they stop giving away food for touchdowns, of course the Bills are going to easily drive into the end zone, Dan.
Oh, yeah, that's just usually how it goes. This is going to be a pass. This is going to be a Dawson Knox touchdown here.
Moss says, give me that!
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Shout it right now, baby.
Got ya.
Come on, come on. Come on and shout. Yeah. Buffalo's happening now. We're on the move now. The Bills are happening now. They're making it happen now. We got the spirit, a lot of spirit, yeah. We got the spirit. Just watch it happen now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. The Bills make me wanna shout. Come on, fellas.
Bills take a 27-3 lead on the Zach Moss touchdown. There you see the standings, folks. We may be on a collision course for another Bills-Broncos AFC Championship. Shout out everyone tuning in across YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. And big shout out to BillsVader for joining us. Jeez, BV, if they take every game like this that you join, we might have to have you on more often.
I'm always around. I think it's, this is my first time ever doing something like this. It's a lot of fun. So, I appreciate you all for having me.
And BillsVader, we got a lot of Star Wars feedback, and let's face it, I mean there are a lot of people out there that like Star Wars. Why don't you tell them just where they can catch you? We got your social down in the bottom right, but maybe if they want a shout out or something like that, I mean, where can they connect with you?
I'm usually on BillsVader on Facebook, BillsVader on Instagram, BillsVader on Twitter, and Bills_Vader on TikTok. So I've been trying to get some more of the platforms, mainly because my kids say, hey, Dad, go on these platforms. So, kids know better nowadays.
No doubt. I think with that, it's only a matter of time till we see BillsVader on TikTok.
Oh, I'm definitely there. It's just, it's a slow building up of a following, but it's getting there. It's pretty fun though. I try to do something every weekend.
Amazing, we're living in the kids' world now, Vader.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Yelled at my son, what are you watching video games for? Wouldn't you rather play them? And we're broadcasting them for all to watch.
Yeah, exactly. I felt old the other day. My kids told me what yeet was. I'm like, what the heck is a yeet? And this, I guess you throw something and say yeet or something. I don't even know how that even makes any sense.
I think that's the way that a lot of the generation nowadays operates. That when you try and make sense of it, it just makes even less sense. So
go with it.
You just got to embrace SpongeBob SquarePants and just move on with the rest, to be honest.
Exactly.
Oh, oh my! I'll tell you what, the Ravens looking like they did in that AFC divisional game, just getting crushed.
Oh, absolutely.
Happens when you're too hyped for a home game.
I was kind of surprised that they were able to take advantage of the Bills when they played the Bills at New Era Field. Just 'cause I feel like our team matched up well with them, but obviously I think Josh struggled early and things kind of manifested from there.
It was only really one play that killed us. That Hunter Hurst.
Yep, that's
Hayden
tight
Hurst.
end.
Hayden Hurst.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
that touchdown.
But during that game, our defense did limit Lamar Jackson to 40 yards or less of rushing yards for him. So I mean, we actually did pretty good with holding them at bay. So it was actually pretty impressive.
Took away that
Shout
big
out.
touchdown, and he only had like 70 yards passing, 80 yards
Exactly.
passing.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 100+ tuning in on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Don't forget, this Gratwick Gaming, it's not just Bills Sims. There's all kinds of stuff. Our first Gratwick Gaming game night will be an escape room streamed live this Saturday night right after the Bills-Jets game. There will be lots of action there, so make sure you're joining the Gratwick Gaming Discord channel to find more details about that. Ravens, 3rd and 8, and they need the inside the 13-yard line for a first down, gentlemen.
This is 4-down territory too, but I don't think he picked it up. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, there you go.
Falling forward. And I'll tell you what, this Bills team continues to be successful as you see the schedule there. Still surprising that you're not seeing more Diggs to me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just the way they're taking what the defense is giving them. It's almost like a Sammy Watkins effect to where back when we were frustrated that we weren't getting him the ball enough, but he was getting double covered. So maybe the offense is just being responsible, but it feels weird they're not getting him the ball more.
Thing over yardage should be a stat. As long as we win, I don't think he's going to care about his yardage. And if that happens this year and they're leaving Smoke alone, they're leaving Beasley alone, as you see a touchdown there, the guy we were just talking about, is that Hurst?
I think it was Snead. I know.
Snead,
correctly.
okay, yep. Snead. Yeah, the opportunities are infinite with the weapons that we have on that offense, that if Diggs isn't getting the ball and we're winning, is anybody going to be mad about that? I mean, Diggs might not be happy. I'm sure winning is all.
Yeah, winning does screw all, no doubt. And let's face it, if the Bills win this year and Diggs is unhappy, I hate to say negatively, but they could do exactly what the Vikings did, which is make the playoffs with Diggs and then trade him for a ton of assets. I hate to say it, it's a business at the end of the day, and we all know that more than most. The Ravens come up short on a 2-point conversion, so they'll still be down 3 scores, 27-9. But yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what happens. And shout out again for all Bills Mafia tuning in with us along this road ride.
Wild ass, damn, do you guys really expect Buffalo to be this good in 2021? Get another corner and they can retain Trey White. Yeah, could be
without
this
a
good in
doubt.
2021.
Yeah, if they still have Milano, Trey White, Dawkins, Knox, Diggs, Beasley, Brown, all in 2021, I mean, sheesh, I think the sky's the limit at that point if they have a productive year this season.
The only other person they really have to lock up besides Milano, you have Dawkins, Hyde. Who else? Baines locked up. Feliciano, I think.
Milano, Dawkins, Hyde, White, Allen.
Allen's
And then
2 years. White's really
Yeah,
technically
yeah.
3 years. Edmonds is
Yeah.
2 years, right?
Yeah, basically, I just look at those deals and I'm like, if we could go a year early on them all and save a couple million, that might be, I think, what Bean tries to do.
The big wild card's going to be Trey White.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We talk about it almost every game. If he'll take 18, 19, or 20, then yeah, then that's a great deal for us. If he takes more than that, it's going to be tough for the Bills. It's going to be tough to give one guy 8% of your salary cap. That's a DB.
What's the number for you, Vader? How much money do you think they should spend on signing Trey White, like year-wise? It's a great punt. Down at the 2 from Bajorquez.
Bojo bomb.
What's the salary cap figure that you would think? Is it 15? Is it 20? Is it somewhere in the middle? Jack and I have both said about 17. 17 would be a fair market value for Trey White.
Fair market value for Lamar Jackson is a safety, courtesy of Levi Wallace.
Defense just keeps producing, man. Corner blitzing. I would love to see them do this year. I'd love to see them get the corners more involved.
Yeah, you saw them be successful last year without having to blitz, so it'll be very interesting if they follow suit this season. We've seen it all in this game, folks. Turnovers, tons of offense, and now we see a safety. I just want to say again, I know I sound like a broken record, but huge shout out to all the Bills Mafia tuning in. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Still hanging around, close to 100, and that's awesome. In a blowout. Gotta love it.
James Parsons said, if we can keep him under $22 million a year, good for us. Don't forget salary cap goes up 10% every year, so that 8% will be 4% in 2 years. So 22 is a lot, though.
Yeah, we were looking at the projected salary cap for the 2021 is around right around 230. So yeah, that would still be 10%.
I'm not saying he's not good enough to get 20 or 22. I'm just saying what makes sense for the organization to have that much money wrapped up in a player. Shut down, don't get me wrong. How many teams have shut down corners that go to that win a Super Bowl? Last year, Kansas City didn't have a shutdown corner. They have a great safety in Matthew. He's not making 20 mil.
I mean, I want to keep Trey White. I don't know. Got Nick Wild saying, Trademark Sports thinks about, getting another corner. I mean, there's no replacing Trey White if we lose Trey White. But obviously, I think that we were talking about a couple of games ago that 2021 DB number 2 could be one of the biggest needs. Or, sorry, CB number 2.
Depends on Norman.
Yep.
Norman comes out and produces, and he's got another 2 years left in the tank. Can let Trey White play on that franchise, or that big pickup from Knox, first down. Can let him play on that 5th year. The question is he going to play on that 5th year? Is he going to want a contract?
He's not going to want to play on that 5th year. That's just the way I feel.
If he has another Pro Bowl year, they better sign him as the season goes on. That should be a during the season. It's your contract. We're laying it out, and you'll know where he stands. You'll know if he wants to go and test the market. If he's going to be holdout material and test the market, he could be holdout material next year. I mean, I don't want to see that happen for anybody does. That would be horrible. Go into a contract dispute, your number 1 corner.
Yeah, I mean, that's not where you want to be. And let's face it, if he has another year like he had this past year, good luck paying him 17.
Ball's on the ground. Allen, touchdown.
What happened there?
Not the way they drew it up.
Shout song, folks.
Kick your heels up and throw your hands up and throw your head back and come on now. The Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say you will. Shout it right now, baby. Say you will. Come on, come on. Say you will. Come on and shout. Yeah. Buffalo's happening now. We're on the move now.
35-9. We still got about at least close to 100 members of Bills Mafia tuning in, so we're closing in on less than 4 minutes to go. I have a question. What would you guys like to see from these games? I know we've asked you before, and sometimes there's been, not as much feedback, but we're here for you guys. I mean, if you want to hear me and Dan sing Mambo number 5 during the second quarter, then that's what we're going to do. And even if BillsVader doesn't know the words, we're going to have him sing along. So comment what you want to see us do, because really this stream is for Bills Mafia.
Trying to take that +4. It was actually my Bills Bills +4. You can take that somewhere in Vegas. Like going to be -27 though.
Bills live line right now is -26.5. So basically it'll be if or wait, no. Is it 26.5? Did they just score? Yeah, 26.5. My
He's
guy
not
Jay.
taking a discount. I just read that too. Go ahead, Zach.
No, definitely not taking a discount. My guy Jay Young saying that's realistic. Allen picking up the fumble and taking it stuff. It is. I mean, I don't know any other QBs in the league who make that play. To be honest.
Oh, and you know what? He's just a gamer. You can't teach mentality. He's got that tenaciousness, that tenacity, that fire, that grit, to will his team.
Uh-oh, Ingram saying -26.5. We're going for the backdoor cover, baby.
That live line, every time.
Live line
James
will
Pearson.
get
What I was laughing at is James Pearson said it also depends on the year the Bills have this year. If we go deep into the playoffs, players want to win. But if we have a stellar year, Trey will take a discount. Trey is not taking a discount. I'm sorry. He's never I know his agent. He will not take a discount. Agent will to sit out before he takes a discount.
Well, the only way he would take a discount, in my opinion, is if he gets a shit ton of guaranteed money, and if they like we've been talking about, because we've been speculating on ways that you could save on Trey White. If he takes a discount, I don't know. I looked. It was close for sure. The ways you could save is that you could maybe give him like the Kirk Cousins, where you give him a shorter term with a ton of guaranteed money. So Trey right now, I think we're looking it up. He's like closing in on like 25, right? But anyway, so basically if you give him a 3 or a 4 year deal where he has an opt-out after that, he could get another contract before he's 30. So it's all about, what these guys look like. I mean, a lot of them, Dan, and you know this, are thinking about, obviously Trey's focusing on his next contract right now, but when he signs that next contract, the next contract is going to be in his mind.
Yeah, I mean, winning goes so far until you get home and look at your family and you look at everything else and why you're sacrificing your body every week in and week out. And I understand what you were saying there, James. It's like a 17 or 18. That would be a discount, I think, given that we said the salary cap will go up. It's just going to be interesting how that all plays out. I think we really, and there you see a touchdown. Bill's still rolling. It's going to be a win this year scenario for the Bills. I think we're going to lose some intricate pieces next year if they win enough. Milano has a year like he did last year. His market value, he's going to be looking at, I don't know, upwards of $9 million a year. Are you paying Vader? Are you paying Matt Milano $9 million a year? Awesome.
Vader, come back to me, Vader. Oh,
We
lost
lost him.
audio. Can't hear you guys, he says. Oh, no. All right, we're working on getting Bills Vader, folks. But we're going down the stretch run here. Make sure you're following him. If you're not following Bills Vader, I'm going to report you to the Emperor. Plain and simple.
But you know what I mean? Are you going to pay him $9 million, Zach? You're gonna
No,
pay
it's
Milano $9 million?
I mean, you can't pay Milano $9 million, plain and simple. It's just not something that can be done. This team, sorry, folks, it's the nature of it. When you have a good team, which the Bills have now, they have a top-to-bottom roster, the best that we've had, by far. Yeah, you're not going to get it. And not only do the Ravens cover the live line, they cover that over. Great point by Jim. Never went away. That over was always hanging around, and that's why you can't bet against it, folks. But meanwhile, Josh Allen and co trying to run up the score, Dan.
Dropping back. Put it on him. Good statement. Going Patriots right here.
Huge shout out to everyone tuning in. Jim Sasiadek, James Parson, Jason Twell, Bobby Beans, Nick Wild, Kyle Kreitis, Paul Burden, Kyle, we got a different Kyle. Got Eric Denicky. Let's go. Shout out to everyone for tuning in.
Peter, can you hear us now? In our
Vader!
chat.
Vader!
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
There we go.
There he
There we
is.
go. Awesome, awesome. Sorry about that.
It's all good. I felt like Luke on the medical frigate. Vader. Vader.
Son, come with me.
Meanwhile, Josh Allen's trying to show the Ravens who are his daddy with a garbage time touchdown.
Big stats from Moss there, 9 for 14, but the 2 touchdowns will take.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah, that's that. Look at the frustration on his face right there.
And there it is, folks. Jim Harbaugh look into the sky as the Bills put the bow on another W in this 2021 sim. The Bills wrap it up against these Ravens on the road in primetime. Final score, 36-16. Bills cover the spread and the over covers as well. A huge shout out to everyone tuning in, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. And a bigger shout out to our Dark Lord, our Supreme Leader, our BillsVader. BV, thank you very much for joining us on this broadcast.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Hope to see you guys again sometime.
Folks, don't forget about his channel on there. You can catch him on all kinds of social. Hit him up. See what the Dark Lord is feeling like for that day. You never know. It's all entertaining and it's all fun when it comes to this Bills Mafia. A huge shout out in the booth to Chris and Andrea for a smooth broadcast today. It was awesome, and it was awesome seeing the Bills win in style. Bills' game plan was as smooth as this broadcast. A huge shout out to my co-host, Dan Gambino, the CEO of the Sox You Already Know. Dan, any shout outs?
I'd like to shout out Good Guys Pizza, Prosper Brewing Company in North Tonawanda, New York. And as always, Dark Lord, thank you for joining us. Hopefully you can give us the force to get to the Super Bowl this year.
I have faith, man. You know, it's going to happen. The Force will be with us. Along with Pacho Power, it's going to happen.
You know what? I've already predicted that the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl. And as far as my prediction, BillsVader, pray I alter it no further. Again, a huge shout out to Bills Mafia for tuning in across YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and all the other platforms, MySpace. Make sure you're tuning in for Gratwick Gaming Game Night this Saturday against the Jets. We're going to be doing an escape room. Huge shout out to you guys. Huge shout out to our cast here. And you know when it's BillsVader, Code Sox, Gratwick Gaming, and Trainwreck Sports, this action, these Star Wars references, these giveaway, and this fun, and this train never